Hey there, sunshine. I've heard you weren't feeling so great. And I'm no stranger to having to deal with a lot of different things. And so I just wanted to be a bit of sunshine. I know sometimes maybe I smile too much. But I guess the way I look at it is you can't smile too much. Because if you smile, even when someone's feeling down, you might make them smile. It might be contagious. And when I look at you, it just inspires me more. I think to myself, I'm so lucky to have you in my life, and just to have you looking back at me, it's a blessing in disguise. So, it's okay not to be calm. It's okay to be distressed. I know these past few days, weeks, months, it's all been tough. And you don't have to deal with it alone. 'Cause sunshine, I'll be with you every step of the way. We'll deal with it together, and it'll be like it never happened. Pretty soon, it's just gonna be in the past. We'll be living the present, looking for that future. And whenever you feel like that anxiety's building, when you feel like you can't take it anymore, remember, you got a hero at your side. And besides that, I don't hold back for anything. I'd never. Not with you, not with life, definitely not with love. So when I look at you, it just reassures me that I made the right choice. Even when you're at your worst, you're nothing hard to deal with. Come on, sunshine. I've been taking on villains all my life. You think I can't take on you at your saddest times? It humbles me sometimes. I want to be there more than I have been. I know sometimes work gets in the way, and other times it's hard to make time, but it's never something I take for granted. Those moments we do get to share, they're that much more special because when we get to, it's so deliberate, so intentional. Even if sometimes it's on the spot or improv, it's one of those things where every meeting is special to me. I kind of contradicted myself, but it's okay because that's the way life is. You gotta roll with those punches. I'm not saying you have to roll over and take it, but it does pay to not let it get you down. Whenever something negative flies your way, you don't have to pay attention to that. Pay attention to me instead. And every single moment when you feel like you can't get up again, I'll be there to help you up. And sure, maybe there comes a time when I won't be around there for helping you. No, not something like that. I just mean, if I was out doing hero work in a different part of the city, it would be kinda hard to get there super quick. After all, my quirk doesn't exactly help me with transportation. Unless we're talking about transporting my clothes up my body. In which case, that's not exactly the kind of help we're looking for. I mean, in most cases. So, sunshine, don't you think for a moment you don't make me smile and laugh every day? And I want to do the same to you. I hope after so many years of this smile, you'll be able to smile just as big, even through the anxiety, the sadness, even depression. I know it's not something that is easy to do, or maybe it's something that takes a whole lifetime, but I'm willing to put that into you and share my life with you. That's why I've spent every waking moment I can with you, and I'm sure you can see this big smile on my face isn't just for nothing. I don't just wear it in the face of adversity. I wear it when I'm on my worst and my best, because I feel like whether you're feeling terrible, whether you're feeling bad, the smile might inspire you to feel a little bit better. And even if you're feeling great, then you'll feel even better. And I know, it's okay. Right now, you just went through something a lot of people don't know how to deal with, and I can tell you don't either. Nightmares and anxiety attacks, they happen to people who shouldn't have to deal with them. Flashbacks of things you never wanted to think about, and yet they're here right in this moment. But that's where I come in. I'll scare them away. A smile can't lose to anything. No matter how daunting, no matter how scary, no matter what villain comes up against it. If I keep a positive attitude, I believe I can solve it. Not to mention, while my positivity might seem a bit wishful at times, I make sure to put the diligence forward that needs to be done in order to make that smile count. 'Cause obviously, you can't smile if you don't mean it. A lot of people do that. And fake smiles are no good, you hear me? So, Sunshine, never, ever give me a fake smile, okay? You express how you feel on your face, no matter how dark it is. It's all brightened that night up right then and there. Even if it's the darkest one of your life, I'll make it not so bad. And I know not every time a smile is what you need. That's where my words, my passion, my love for you, that's where all of that comes in. And I'm so proud to say it every time I do. Because if I can be that beacon of light, like you are to me, if I can be there and really inspire you to be yourself, as well as to be safe, happy, healthy, all those things matter to me. It's not just one or the other. And I know a lot of people have these unrealistic expectations of you, as well as they do of me. Heroes can only do so much, of course. But that doesn't mean that we're powerless. Even something we can't do doesn't mean we'll always not be able to do it. And I think a lot of people count themselves out. You too, Sunshine. Sometimes you count yourself out before you get a chance to. And it makes me sad to see that, but it doesn't make me give up. I realize you're just struggling. I struggle just as much. Despite how it may look, I guess I realized there's a lot of people that depend on me. But not least of all you. You're definitely the most paramount one. The one at the apple of my eye. And definitely the one that makes me more inspired to do what I do 10 times more. So, don't lose that, Sunshine. You can never lose my love, but don't lose that heart of yours. I know a lot of people may say that life is too short, or life isn't worth it, or life is bad, and they're all just looking at the downsides. Of course, even if I'd looked at the downsides and focused on them, I probably would lose my smile. Anyone who focuses on that negative news, those negative things that happen in the world, if you really focus on it, it's gonna get you down. But I'm not gonna let you focus on that. Because if you do, I'm gonna tickle you. What? It just seemed like the right thing to do right then. I got the idea that you were, so I tried. Call it instincts. So, Sunshine, it's okay. Even if you feel like crying, you never have to fake a smile for me, okay? It doesn't matter who or what or anything, what the world wants you to be. Just care about what you want you to be. And care about how your feelings are, not how you wish they were, not how you feel you have to be. That's not what's important. And I realized a lot of people have a lot of those forceful expectations. They sort of push it on you, you know? They want you to be this, or accept this, or do this. And you don't have to be that. What I want you to be is exactly what you want to be. And I know that might seem a bit redundant, but it's not. Because who you are is your own person. Even if sometimes you think and compare yourself to others. Sometimes you're a bit shrewd when it comes to looking at your own progress. You'll look at it and say, that's not good enough. I should do at least as good as this person. But trust me, Sunshine, love, you don't have to do that. You don't have to compare yourself, since what might take you longer to do might be 10 times more beautiful in the end than that person you were comparing yourself to. Maybe they got a quicker learning thing, but then they have trouble perfecting it. Things like that. There's a lot of details that you can't account for until you're there in the moment. So please, whenever you feel like being hard on yourself, remember everyone struggles, and that if you look up to me, I struggle too, almost every single day. There's a lot of things that I'm not, and I have to accept that there's a lot of things that I'm not yet there, where I want to be. But that's okay. Having those faults, it makes me more human. And being human is what makes a good hero. If you're not human, then people get this weird God complex with you, and it doesn't tend to be too good, because they think that you can't do anything wrong, when you actually could make a big mistake. And I guess I'm glad people see me as human, even if some see me as the other way. It's okay. There's no need for it to be extremely this or that, because I'm me. I'm just Lemillion, as well as I am Mirio Togata. And I will always be that. Both of those things. No matter what cape you put on me, no matter what situation you throw me into, I'm still gonna go for what I want and what I know is right. Because it's what I believe. And you should have that much more faith when I say I love you. Because I really do. It's as simple as that. When I look at you, I feel a reaction in my heart. And it makes me happy. Don't you feel the same? When I talk to you, when I hold you in my arms, doesn't it make your heart flutter? It sure does to me, and I'm glad it does. You know, Sunshine, a lot of times I just think about it. How lucky I am to have found you. Then again, it's sort of like the red string of fate. A lot of times, we don't really account for what's going to happen. And it's okay not to know what's going forward. I don't think anyone really knows. That's the beauty of it. Life is like a surprise party every day. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But even if you get a bad surprise, it doesn't mean it has to lead to a bad feeling. That's where people misunderstand. Even if life gives you pickles when you ask for daisies, it doesn't mean that those pickles are going to be a bad thing. Even if they're not tasty and you hate them, it doesn't mean that you have to hate the day that you got those pickles on. That's probably a pretty silly analogy, but it doesn't matter. You get the point, don't you? And I bet it made you smile. Come on, Sunshine. You gotta give me credit for that one. Besides those pickle days, you gotta have a lot of sunshine days. I mean, your smile, it's like the best kind of sunshine. The kind that makes you smile because it's warm and great. The kind that even if you're not out in it, it makes you feel happy. It makes you feel free. Like today's gonna be a good day. I want there to be lots of days like that, where you feel like you can really do it. Where you don't feel like it's gonna be drudgery, and where the panic subsides and gives you a moment, reprieve. I know sometimes it feels stifling. Like right now, you just had that moment. I saw it in your eyes. That moment crossed between panic, maybe a bit of anxiety, struggling to put into words how you feel. That urge to say, no, it's different for me. And I know how that is. It's different for everyone, so you're completely right. I understand, Sunshine, and that's exactly why these words are for you. They're not for anyone else. Because, my Sunshine, they're words straight from my heart. Unfiltered, unfettered. They're completely what I'm saying from my heart. I always talk like that. Because what's the point? If we hide our hearts, just because we've been hurt, just because we struggle, then what? Then we end up in a situation where we hide from ourselves. And that's not very fun. I want to live my life and have lots of fun. See lots of smiles, make you smile, and definitely make you feel loved. Make no mistake, Sunshine, you're the most beautiful, wonderful person in my life. And even if you don't see it, even if you can't see a single word of why I love you, then understand it's there. I wouldn't lie to you. And besides that, every time you struggle, you can always come to me. I know sometimes it may seem like they're just words. They're not true feelings. But they are. I promise you, Sunshine. Every word I speak, every time I look at you, it makes me feel less alone. You make me feel like what I'm doing is the right thing, and that I can be who I want to be, and not have to feel bad about it. That's how I want to make you feel. And I know life sometimes throws those wrenches into things. Or I guess we're calling them pickles now. But even if life gives you pickles, you'll still have me by the end of the day. And you'll always be able to hear me here. You'll always be able to face the day. Because I know you're that strong. You may not think you're that strong, Sunshine, but I happen to know you are. Day in and day out, you face things that heroes would shudder at, and I'm proud of you for it. I mean, everyone needs a break sometimes, but it's important that you always follow your heart. If you think that's what you should do, do it. Just make sure, no matter what your heart tells you, you always listen to those who care about you too. Don't forget you're not alone in this world. You never will be. That's the beauty of it, Sunshine. You'll never be alone. I won't let you. Not now, Not a million years forward. I mean, if we do exist in a million years. But I'm more concerned about today. The future can be what it is. For today, living in this moment, I want to give you a hug. One from my heart. One just like this, sunshine. With a big smile on my face and big strong arms to make you feel safe. It's okay, sunshine. You let it all out. Even sunshine has a rainy day sometimes. And if you gotta rain all over me, that's okay, sunshine. I love you. Don't you ever get that messed up, okay? And whenever you're not feeling loved, you always listen to me. Because it may seem like something that's silly, or maybe something that others don't get, but positive words are some of the most powerful things in the world. Even more overpowered than my quirk. I mean, come on. You gotta admit, a lot of people always hype that up, but they don't realize that it's positivity that makes it all possible. If I didn't keep a good attitude, keep my chin up, I would have never made it to the pro heroes. I would have been someone with a niche quirk that can barely do anything. It took so much training, so much dedication to get here, and I'm very proud of it, of course. But I want to see you go through your own journey. Even if you struggle, you don't have to give up. There. Sunshine, I know how much you've been through, too. I can only imagine it. The things you faced. The trials. The pain. And that's just it. Because I know how much you've been through, I respect you a lot. You've been through a lot and you made it through to here. Right in this moment. You made it through. You went through so many hurdles, so many things that most people probably couldn't bear. And even then, you still have such a beautiful smile. I can't even put into words. The fact that you still do, it makes me want to try even harder. Because I know, in a lot of ways, even with my quirk and everything that's happened to me, I've had it super easy. I know a lot of people have had it much harder. And even though the world isn't about comparing scars, it's still really impressive, Sunshine. And I think you should be proud of your scars. You should be proud that you've gotten burned sometimes, that you've had so many problems. Even if you still do. You've gotten past them and survived this long, haven't you? And that's great. It means that you can totally make it past them. I believe 100%, Sunshine. And if I didn't, I'd never say it. Cross my heart and hope to die. Of course I'd never want to die. Neither of us. Let's live. It's so much better to focus on the good things in life, instead of its end. I know a lot of people go through thinking about that. Thinking about the worst things, the saddest things. And I know it's easy to get caught on that, since the world likes to focus on it sometimes, and it's not so nice. But even when it's in your face, you could always find something positive in it. Even the worst message can sometimes be the biggest inspiration. And that's why I'm proud of you. Sunshine, you don't have to face this alone. And it may seem like that sometimes, but I promise it's not. Each and every day, we can face it together. We can do this routine where we say something nice in the morning. And by the end of it, I bet it'll be so second nature that we'll just do it without thinking about it. I already do things like that. I like to compliment myself in the mirror. Say how good I'm looking that day. Or maybe say something nice about what I'm going to do today. It just helps me start the day right. And that way, if we do it together, we can brush our teeth next to each other too. What? Isn't it kind of scary brushing your teeth alone? Oh, that must just be me then. No biggie. Just pretend I didn't say that. Then I can look even more cool, right? I'm just kidding. Even if I'm afraid of brushing my teeth, just goes to show you. I'm human, not some kind of god. I want that to be known. How human I am. How many faults I still have. And no matter how much I try, I don't want to be perfection. I want to be as much and as best as I can be. But I know that I'll never be perfection. And that's the beauty of it. Because there is no upper limit. We can always improve. Isn't that great, Sunshine? It's a very positive thing. Because Even when you feel like you've reached your limit, it just means you gotta look at it in a different light. And pretty soon, you'll be over it and forgot that it was ever a problem. That's usually how things work. Believe it or not, I believe most things in life can be simplified. It can be made into something smaller. If you break those problems up into the tiny bits that they are, each individual mini problem, then it becomes a lot less hard, a lot less harsh. Because if you say, I want to get good at something, well, that's a big thing and a wide margin of things you could get wrong and feel like you can't do anything. But if instead you tackle it like, I want to draw one picture a day, then by the end of the year, you wouldn't believe how much your art would improve. Just an example. I don't really draw myself, but I'd like to someday. Maybe you could teach me. Now it may just be me, Sunshine, but I think you could use some cuddles. Did I get it right? I think you could always use some cuddles. I love you, Sunshine. You make me so happy, day in and day out. And I'm really proud to say you're one of the most influential people in my life. You've saved me when I couldn't go on, and you definitely gave me hope in places I didn't really have it. I would ignore things that made me sad. I used to be in that habit, and sometimes it can't be helped, I guess. But when you become strong enough to face them, it's like you turn into a different person. You level up your ability to tackle things, and it feels like you're getting stronger, way stronger than controlling a silly quirk or solving a crime. It feels like you're solving something so much bigger than yourself, even if it is really just solving yourself. And Sunshine, I love you. More than anything I want you to take from this, know that I love you. And no matter how anxious you are, no matter how hard life gets, you've always got me. Always. And I may really, really like kissing you. What? I told you I don't filter what I say straight from the heart. So of course if I like kissing you, I'm just gonna say it as is. Or maybe do it in this case. And definitely hold you more. I think you deserve to get held. In the best ways. Do you love me, Sunshine? See? It's as simple as that. I believe your words 100%. And when you say you love me, when you say you care about me, it really hits home for me. It makes me so happy. I'm not sure how to react sometimes. And I realize we're human. Don't always have to react. We're not on a stage or anything. I'd be a terrible actor, because I'd always be myself. And in that way, I'm glad I don't have to act. Since I'd hate to be anyone else. I just want to be me. And if that me gets me closer to your heart, and I'm able to make a difference and actually make you feel loved, and have you as my own, that's what matters to me. That's what life is all about. It's about chasing those dreams that you can't find anywhere else. And you're that dream. You're my sunshine. That's 1 in a million, 1 in a billion, 1 in a trillion, 1 in a lemillion. Yeah, I know. It didn't make any sense, but I thought I'd say it just for flavor. And, well, Sunshine, I just thought it was a good opportunity for me to say I love you. Even more than I've ever loved anything in my life. Even more than I've loved myself. And that's saying something. Not to be a narcissist, but I love who I am. And I love the faults that I have and even the mistakes that I've made. Because I made them following my heart. And I'm really proud of you. Really, really proud of you. Because you've been that one thing in my life that always grounds me in this feeling that you take me so seriously. That you hear my words and it means more than just me talking to myself. Because sometimes I feel like people misunderstand my positivity and they think I'm hopelessly positive. And they think that I'm just saying it because I'm trying to be this image or trying to be something I'm not when I'm actually just being me. I'm being completely me. Even when I mess up with my quirk. Though I do try and keep decent, you know. Sorry. It's just that expression you made, Sunshine. It just makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. And it makes me want to squeeze you tighter like this. I love you, Sunshine. And I'm so proud of you. Every single day. There isn't a moment that passes where I don't feel extremely happy. Extremely, extremely happy. Because I get to have a moment with you. Words can't express how much that means to me. Even if it may seem like something that's a daily activity, or something that might be taken for granted in most things, I will never take you for granted, Sunshine. And I will never take for granted the time that we do have together. Life is meant to be lived, not just spent worrying about things. Not just spent worrying about the what-ifs or too afraid to leap. And I know you've been there. And I know you might still be there to a certain extent. And that's okay, Sunshine. But I hope that somehow, in some way, my smile can inspire you to take that leap and understand you don't have to be afraid. To live. And really live. I mean, live it out. Those dreams, they're not just made of dreams, you know. Those dreams are real. To me, Sunshine. Your dreams are mine. And I'll make them true. Hey, Sunshine. Surprise kiss. I live for moments like this, Sunshine. And even if it seems like for once or twice I might get carried away, trust me, I'm only doing what I truly believe in my heart to be the right choice. I smile for myself as well as you, and it makes me feel so happy when I get to see you smile with me, and I could tell it's a real smile, not one that you're forcing. Never feel that, okay? Never force a smile. You express exactly what you feel, and I'll be there to help you, and to laugh with you, and to spend all those years till eternity does us wrong. I'm gonna be here a long time, trust me. You think these big strong arms are just gonna stop working? Or some villain's good enough to take me down? Sorry, it's not gonna happen. I'll hold you as close as I can. And I'll always give you these nice head pats. As well as things like back rubs, maybe massages and stuff. I just want you to feel completely safe. And I think my favorite way is hugs and kisses, though. It makes me feel alive, while at the same time making me feel like I'm really in the place I belong. It makes me feel like I'm so in love. And I'm madly in love with you, Sunshine. The very thought of you, it makes me quite concerned because of how much effect you have on me. It's almost divine how much my heart raises and my cheeks flush. I mean, a hero doesn't like to admit when he's vulnerable, but I don't mind admitting it to you. In fact, I'd admit it to anyone, in the fact that I'm so proud of what we have, you and I. This love, this passion, second to none. And I'll show you. It doesn't matter how many zeros you add after it. I'll still be there. And that's how much love I got for you. It doesn't have an end. And it has no beginning. It's gonna go on, and we'll make this love count. How about that, Sunshine? You want to be with me forever? I sure as hell want to be with you forever. So come on, sunshine. Show me that smile. It makes my life feel like it's the best.